Hello and welcome to my next vlog. As I said last time, if this race will be disaster, I'm not making any kind of videos of it, but it was amazing. So we have 4 cars, 2 GT3s, 2 GT4s from our Discord server. The GT3 is from our end is a Porsche, and from Rising Phoenix an Aston Martin. And from half Rising Phoenix they have an Audi R8 GT4, half TSe, so Theo is driving right now the GT4 R8. And for TSe only we have Rafael plus Briggs driving the AMG GT4. So if you see, we had an amazing start from Max side. He already overtook one guy, we qualified in P9, and yeah, Max has an amazing stint and he managed to climb up to P3. If you go to the other guys, sorry, other direction. Yeah, the next car behind us from our group is Chris driving the Rising Phoenix Aston Martin. His car is going well, he don't have any issues. He made some mistakes on the quali, but he managed to qualify. I think he finished in P12 from 11 driver was entered to the GT3. So P10 he didn't qualify last. At the moment he's a little bit behind the train, but he will catching up. And the first GT4 and for majority of the race in the first place for GT4 is Tetrapete plus Briggs car. At the moment Rafael is driving, and Richard Briggs at the moment just waiting for the possibilities to have a driver, so 45 minutes later and drive this car. And the next car from us is this amazing looking Audi R8 GT4, driven by Theo. At the moment he's not the last. He has some contact with one car, but he's doing great. He's blinking, I don't know why, maybe he just misclicked. But yeah, he's driving GT4. Lots of GT3s has issues in the first couple of laps, so at the moment if you can see, we just have a very safe start, very few amount of damages in the turn 1. Everyone was super safe. The race started amazingly well. The race started at night and we wasn't aware of this. The track and the road temperature and the ambient temperature is 17 Celsius. It's a little bit lower than our practice and qualifying. And the track is fast at the moment, so we're still away from the optimum. But yeah, Max has an amazing first stint. He overtook all of the Aston Martins, so we have some amazing opportunities here to gain positions, and we did well. So if you see, Chris is gaining lots of time on the cars in front of him. In the previous lap he was way behind. He gained like 1.5 seconds, and one Porsche 420 already have a crash, and one Audi will be crashing in the next two laps. So the GT3 pack we have some guys who dying, but from the rest of the team was doing great. So just to show quickly who we have. So we have 2 Ferraris way faster than us, one Mercedes, this is a safety car, 404 Audi qualified in second or third position, 420 Porsche, he qualified in P4, Aston Martin 303 and the 909 Mercedes, they are at a good quality. This Aston Martin behind us is a little bit slow, but he's still qualified ahead of us. 777 Porsche is amazingly fast, qualified in P8, and you can see P3 420 just lost it. His Porsche is lost there. Yeah, so this is definitely a position for everyone, including us and Chris, and even the GT4 starting to catching up with the guys. And this guy, I don't know why using the double indicator. That was so annoying. You see his car, okay, he's indicating left. Oh no, he's indicating both sides. You're trying to overtake him and he's going to both ways. Yeah, and he lost it here. So Theo is start chasing the little bit faster car. So in here the BMW, the Mercedes, and the Chevy GT4 cars are amazingly fast. So he had to catch up with the guy and need to be super safe because this guy was dangerous. And we have one BMW who cannot finish the race, so later he has a damage and they teleported back to the pit. And based on the rule book, if you're teleporting back to the pit, you are not allowed to continue the race, so they sadly they get a DSQ. So this is one of the hardest track in ACC, and I think in almost every racing game, or racing simulators, because it's a simulator, not a game. And Max is an amazing fast driver. He's super stable, and if you make the smallest mistakes, the car just destroy you. And yeah, we hit here a little bit more the curb than we should, and he accidentally crashed the car. Luckily we have very small damage, so Theo just overtaking us, and we managed to go back to the pit, and we just managed to do our first driver swap. Lots of drivers did 2 hour, one driver 1 hour, other driver stint, but was if you just checking the strategy, it's a better strategy than doing 4 stints. So we going with 45 minutes of stints, at least on paper. We lost some top speed here, and yeah, we losing 2 positions. So when Max was crashing the wall, he was P3, and now we are P5. He's coming to the pit to fix the car, and we're doing our first driver swap. So yeah, we weren't that lucky, and this is the point when we losing a position against the Rising Phoenix, and we never gain it back. So yeah, the guys did great. And at the same time, GT4 they just leading. So our GT4 car with the AMG 123, they just decided they're going to the end with 2 hour driving for Rafael and 1 hour for brakes. So they didn't following our 4 stint strategy. They're going for win. They're planning for win. And at the same time, they have this amazingly looking Taylor Swift Mercedes who has massive amount of damage, and yeah, they just get a little bit tapped from the back, so they didn't have enough damage, and that's what I said. Do you want more? So they just give some extra damage for the Mercedes. So they wasn't the luckiest in this race, and in this race you not just need skill, you also need luck, because just one tap here, someone just touching you. Every other race, just the same touch, yeah, you're just going a little bit sideways and coming back to the track. But in here you have 0 chance to make any kind of error, especially here when you're going down. And if you're talking about mistakes, this is my mistake. So P1 just overtaking me. I'm coming out from the from the pit with cold tires. Car is fixed, so I don't want no issues with the car. I don't know why, but the paint jobs looks like we didn't fix, but we fixed the car. And in here I have a faster car behind me. I'm still on cold tires, so I'm going a little bit wide to let him pass, and he just decided, okay, let's touch him from the back. So yeah, I wasn't lucky. And yeah, this is where I need to grow up for the guys, because every time when some faster car is coming behind me, I'm just going sideways instead of start fighting and protecting my lines. Yeah, this is one point where I need to I need to learn a lot and practice. This is P2, so the 2 Ferrari is just a different league. They're doing 2-3 seconds faster laps than everyone else. They are like in a max quality driver, so they are faster than me or Biggs or Theo. This is after 1.5 hours or more after the race start, and yeah, this is a 3-hour endurance race with driver swap, 2 or 3 drivers per car. And yeah, we managed to mess up the first driver swap on the Porsche. So we decided we wanted to do an X amount of fuel. Last time we messed up. We learned the lesson. We checked the tire pressure, we checked the fuel, we checked the new fuel level, maybe 85 liter, what we wanted to the car. We checked everything except I didn't tick to driver swap, so I doing double stint. It's technically not changing anything. The only thing is I will be super tired to driving 1 hour and 15 minutes alone. But yeah, it was manageable. I was tired a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely something else what we planned. But yeah, end of the day, this is a technical sport. We can make some mistakes. Yeah, if you see Chris and his car with Rising Phoenix, they have 0 issues. They managed to change the driver. Everything is going super smooth for them. They are in P8 and doing great. No issue for them. And when we're going back a little bit, we have a reserve driver. So usually we plan to race here with originally we planned to race here with Theo and Marco. But Marco had some other responsibilities, so he cannot manage to join to this race. And one of the Rising Phoenix guy, he just said, okay, I will take the lead, and he's jumping to help us out. When we started the race, we just find out he never drove in Mount Panorama, so that was an issue in the beginning. And in the other hand, he wasn't comfortable with the GT4 Audi, so that was the second issue. And he wasn't 100% familiar how the ACC works, so when he caught speeding in the pit lane, he got a stop and go penalty. And because he's an AC, so as at a Corsair veteran, he just stopped somewhere in the racetrack for 30 seconds to serve his stop and go penalties instead of coming back to the pit. So yeah, we were laughing at that, and he was super shy, and he wasn't happy for his performance. But end of the day, they didn't finish last. They overtake guys. They didn't get any kind of penalties or DSQs, but they were in the edge to getting a DSQ for this. But they managed to save it, and yeah, he learned the track, and he realized, yeah, he need to practice a little bit more ACC. I'm just trying to find this one. Yeah, we had one moment when the 3 TSe cars, so the Audi and the Mercedes and the Porsche was next to each other. That was definitely a nice moment, and they even catch it in the stream from the GIG guys. So thank you for the for the lots of shout out, but it's very easy to get shout out in in a stream when you have 3 cars and all of them is black and bright yellow, so it's very hard to miss us. So yeah, they managed to keep it cool. They have a slightly boring race because they are in P1 from the beginning, and they have a huge amount of lead, so they leading like 30-35 seconds ahead of the second GT4. This is the last couple of laps, just to sum up what's happened. So we have the AMG Mercedes. They have a P1 from the beginning, and they have one technical issue. So when they try to change from rough air to Briggs, they cannot stop the car, so you need to stop the engine for start the driver, swap 30 seconds timer plus the tire change and everything. They have some issues, and for some reason they cannot manage this for 2 minutes, so they lost lots of time, and they dropped down from P3 to P1 to P3, and they stayed there. I talked with the guy. They had a kind of boring race because they were fast, and they just lost some position, but yeah, they did amazing. They finished in P3. Our next car, yeah, we finished in P9. We started from P9, we finished in P9. We managed to overtake an Audi 404 who qualified in P3. Yeah, when the rain came, we followed the weather forecast. We told everyone rain is coming, and the game shows rain will be stronger in the next 3 minutes and 10 minutes. So we changed for wet tires. That was a mistake. And when we went to the wet, the tire temperature went up to 36 psi, so tire temperature was like 120-140 Celsius instead of 80, so it was definitely not the best. And yeah, Max was struggling with the car. He don't know it was the tire or tire temp or the wet wasn't working, so he said let's risk it, and we changed back to dry. And when we changed back to the dry, the weather just changed, and we finished in almost dry condition. If you see the racing line in the side, it still have some wet patches, but the racing line is super dry, so that was definitely a good decision. When we changed back to dry, we are 10 seconds faster than a P1. So we did 2:08 lap times, and P1 did 2:19. So definitely we are choose the right tactics. Changing to the wet maybe wasn't the best idea. Maybe we can survive on dries, but yeah, we made the tactical mistakes, and we are happy with the end results. It was a challenging race. Theo and his teammate. So end of the day, Theo's race was under risk because his teammate Marco has some issues. He cannot make it. So we had a replacement driver. They have some understanding issues how the game works. Thinking about the stop and go and speeding in the pit lane. But yeah, they have a challenging race, a brand new driver. Driving in Mount Panorama in the rain in 3 hours endurance race with driver swap, it's not easy, and yeah, he managed to finish the race, so it was definitely an achievement. And yeah, that's it. And for Rising Phoenix, they managed to overtake the 420 Porsche in the last lap, so they gained one additional position. They qualified for P10 and finished in P6. They avoided the big crashes and big damages. Amazing job, guys. They did great. So P6 for them, and P3 for the AMG Mercedes. We definitely coming back and doing more GRG races because it was fun, amazingly good execution, and yeah, we enjoyed the full race. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being amazing and awesome. stay safe, stay cool. If you want to join us, my Discord is open. Link in description, link in the description or something. Yeah, you know the drill. And yeah, we doing endurance races multiple times. The next endurance race, the long one, will be a 24-hour Spa race. So definitely the next big racing event will be an epic one. It's our first 24-hour for us. We entered with 3 different cars, or 3 cars, so 2 Porsche 991, 2 GT3, and 1 Ferrari. And yeah, I will driving under the Rising Phoenix team, because I swapped car to help them out. So yeah, we're looking for new challenges, and thank you for watching, thank you for being amazing and awesome. Stay safe, stay cool, and yeah, if you like the content, just press a like. If you dislike it, yeah, you know what to do. Take care, cheers.